I'm Michelle L, and welcome to Crime and Music. Today we're going to talk about Bobby Beausoleil. Robert Kenneth Bobby Beausoleil was born November 6, 1947 in Santa Barbara, California. During his teenage years, he accumulated juvenile offenses including theft, truancy, running away from home, and association with other troubled youth. In the mid-60s, Bobby led a band called the Orchestra and also played with Arthur Lee's early band prior to becoming Love. Bobby met Kenneth Anger, and Anger saw Bobby as a charismatic, attractive, and artistically gifted, and cast him as the leading role of Lucifer in Lucifer Rising. Bobby agreed on one condition. He wanted to compose the soundtrack himself. By late 1967, they had a bitter falling out and the soundtrack was abandoned. 1967 was known as the Summer of Love. This is the year Bobby met Charles Manson. Bobby started spending an increasing amount of time with the Manson group, absorbing many of their ideas. In the summer of 1969, the Manson group was living at Spawn's Ranch and money was becoming scarce. On July 25, 1969, Bobby, along with Mary Bruner and Susan Atkins, went to Gary Hinman's home. Gary, a friend of the group, had been believed to have either recently inherited a large sum of money or owed back money lost during a drug deal with Bobby and a bunch of bikers. Manson received word that Gary was not cooperating, and he arrived at Gary's and slashed him across the face, severing part of his left ear with a sword. On the evening of July 27, 1969, Bobby stabbed Gary Hinman to death. On August 6, 1969, Bobby was stopped while driving Gary's Fiat, which had been registered as stolen after his body had been found. During the traffic stop, he was found to be in possession of the murder weapon. Bobby's first trial, which was before the Manson family had been exposed, ended in a hung jury. His second trial in 1970 ended with a conviction of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to death. In 1972, his sentence was reduced to life in prison with the possibility of parole when the California Supreme Court ruled the state's death penalty was unconstitutional. While disputing aspects of the Manson narrative over the years, Bobby has always accepted responsibility for killing Gary Hinman. While in prison, Bobby wrote Kenneth Anger a letter essentially stating, "We never finished what we started. Let me do the music." Between 1976 and 1979, Bobby composed and recorded the score while incarcerated using a budget of $3,000 from Anger. He completed the editing in his prison cell, often working with headphones late into the night. Bobby continues to make music and artwork while in prison, being allowed to profit on his works, subject to prison regulations. One interesting fact, his case differs from Manson regarding the profit. Manson was found guilty of the wrongful death of Wojtek Wajkowski. Royalties from Guns N' Roses' cover of Manson's song "Look at Your Game Girl" were paid out to Wojtek's son Bartek.